Okay, and so the next main and probably the biggest and best power position on our Marj is going to be at the center of the map here, which again is, well, it's the center of the map with an equal distance almost to all the flags around it. Again, it's perfect in terms of this route here. You'll see loads of people use, giving perfect cover, looking at, you know, all the enemies that are pushing from these directions. Again, head glitch cover on all enemies that are coming along this road when you're obviously facing and attacking this way. Any enemies that might be already using and camping in the building, I guess a secret route for you, which I will, you know, use as well all the time, is simply that. You'll see I get so many kills on the enemy standing there doing so. If we climb up to the second floor, if the wall here is just destroyed, again, you've got a line of sight on everybody down towards the flags there in the center of the map, so D flag. You know, again, you got the high ground. It's just a really good power position in the center of the map. It's effectively a power position because everybody who's going anywhere on the map has to run past this point to get to where they're going. So you can sort of stay here probably the majority of the game and probably top the leaderboard with kills. Now, second to this position, and I class it in the same position, is this building here. I'll always use this as well. There's multiple ways to get up to it. You can obviously run along here, jumping across. You can jump up from here onto the window here and up. Or, of course, if you have time, then you can use simply the ladder. And again, similar to those buildings there, you've got a nice little, you know, divot here with a barrier, giving you a nice head glitch to kill all the enemies that are in this area here, or there, or there. And of course, you've got to be careful here you don't get sniped, but you can obviously kill and attack enemies that are here. So there's not too much more to say, but the main reason, as I said, this is the key power position, is because it's center to and equal to an equal distance to all the flags around it. Everyone's got to run past it. It's guaranteed kills. Now the next power position is going to be this little house here, which is in between C flag and B flag. And it covers one of the main sort of high flow area routes where enemies always run through when traveling across the map, from the center of the map over to C and B. When enemies capture C, they'll probably push through past this house to go to B or towards A, and vice versa. Capturing B will come down through here as well as across there. So this house, similar to the spot which we covered there, or that power position, where it's not on B flag, but it's next to it. So any enemies that are going to the flag where it's exposed, you don't want to go on the flag and die. Again, it's technically on B flag if you think of it in that way, but it's off of B flag in that it gives you a good position to attack enemies who aren't going to necessarily be, in the first case, looking at you, and they're going to be focused on going to B flag. So in this way, you can get the first sort of shot off at any enemy before they start firing back at you. So again, this house is perfect because it covers off routes from there, from there, from there, and gives you, again, a good oversight of B and all the enemies coming from A. You've got a really nice sort of cover here. You'll see me do this pretty much every single time I'm here. If you do go up here, you can put a beacon down, which enemies will unlikely to see. Still more cover in so many different areas and positions, even across the wall here. You can stand against the wall and shoot at people at A. And obviously we've got 4 walls of shield, as I always say, which again is perfect cover from different windows. And you've got head glitch here on enemies coming from C. You can obviously use the wall here to lean to shoot people coming from there. You've got a long line of sight here, and if anybody does push through here, you can obviously, you've got perfect cover here, using a full post to cover your body, and even, you know, your body stuff sticking out is being covered by the stairs. So again, absolutely what I would class as a power position and is a must for our Marj. Now the next power position is going to be these set of 2 houses here, which go in between B and D. I was obviously running down this long line towards the German spawn. You'll always see me every time, pretty much, when I'm running this direction on the map. I will always jump up onto this house rather than running along the ground on either of these directions, because if we jump down into this little divot or ditch here on the rooftop, again, you've got really nice head glitch cover on all the enemies that are running across here that are going to run to C or going to run through this castle area here towards B. And any enemies that obviously push through here or here are not going to, see you straight away on top of the rooftop. The only way to get up here, other than through some glitch jump or some, glitch jumps, some parkour, is the ladder there. So they've got to run directly past you. In which case, you're crouched down here. They can't see you. You've got free easy kills shooting them in the back. Now, yes, a lot of these power positions in this Marj video are, with buildings that are easily destructible, but you've got to make the most, most things in this map or in any map are destructible. You've got to make the most of them while they're not destroyed. Even when they are partly destroyed, you can still use them. And even if these buildings are both completely destroyed, you can still make use of them because it's still a high flow area of the map. So even if you're standing inside the building, right, if that's destroyed, you've got a good line of sight there. You've got perfect sort of cover to shoot enemies here. They can run past you here, which you can shoot them in the back. Again, there's and even down here, there's a good sort of 3 wall boxed area, 4 possibly, if you count the distance of it, where you can defend yourself from really easily. Any enemy that wants to climb over the wall has got to vault over the wall and can't shoot back at you while doing so. So again, another must-use power position on Marj. And because I had a short 30-second clip available in my capture gallery, you can see it here. Okay, so for this first power position, you're going to see it's on this little sort of castle structure here that's near B flag on the American spawn. It's kind of one of the main sort of best key positions when defending or attacking B flag, because you never usually want to go directly onto B flag because it's, it's very exposed and easy to die from. Here you've got sort of 2 boxes which obviously give you a lot of cover on multiple sides at any time. Places you can lean around, cover from, gives you a good line of sight on B flag. Again, if you're defending enemies coming from A, there's plenty of cover to attack from multiple different ways. Even when standing, again, here, all the enemies will run directly past you to go to B flag. Similar situation to Underground, where they run off of the main middle flag, run straight past you and get easy kills. Same again here. You can pretty much aim and shoot this way, and you're pretty confident and safe that enemies will run past you here, straight onto B flag, not shooting you in the back. The added bonus with this position, if I can get up into it first time, is the glitch spot here, where you can get out of bounds, but there's an inbounds area on top, which again gives you amazing views to get kills, literally in any direction. There's other spots here which are inbounds, so again you can pretty much hit anything if I can get inbounds. And if you want perfect head glitch cover, then obviously you can drop down to this ledge as well here. So yeah, absolutely a great sort of starter position to attack or defend on either side. And again, because I had a short clip, you can see it here.
Soldier, you must return to the combat zone. Turn around immediately, soldier.
But the main sort of benefit these three buildings give is a high elevated position, again high ground, preventing enemies on the ground level being at eyesight level to you. So you've obviously got high level there, looking down on here, looking down on D flag, and that building there which can look down on a spawn point down towards the desert. But starting with this building, again, you've got sort of cover here on all enemies coming from there. You've got a nice 3-wall shield here, giving you perfect cover to shoot all the enemies that are always standing there. And my absolute favourite, you'll see me do it again every single time, is climbing up on here. Again, perfect cover on all the enemies there, and a really good sight on all the enemies that are here. Which if you can get a flank, well, you know, you're sorted until they do turn around and start blowing the building up. And you've got a bit more cover as well if you want to come back here and you're attacking anybody pushing from that direction. Now, as you move to this house, it's again perfect cover. You've got a bit of an elevated spot here, so enemies will, you know, more often than not, run straight past you when you're standing here. Free, easy kills, shooting them in the back. Good head glitch cover here. If you go into the building, this sort of corner here is really good, because if you are spotted on the map, most of the time enemies are always going to think that you're on the second floor. If you're standing in this area here, where the balcony is above, enemies will run directly up here, straight past you, and start looking to think you're upstairs. So using this here is a really, really good position, because you can kill enemies without getting into a gunfight. And if they do come in through that way as well, more often than not, they won't check left when coming through. They will just go straight for thinking you're upstairs and making sure you don't kill them from the stairs. And of course, if you do go up the stairs, you've got, you know, really good lines of sight on all these different positions. The main one being here, where you can build a sandbag and have perfect head glitch cover and height to shoot on all the enemies coming from their spawn flag there of E. And if you do build sandbags here, you can, I won't do it now, but you can jump up on top of the rooftop. It is risky, but for a moment of time, you can, of course, shoot all the enemies. I'll show you, might as well, if I can get up first time. There we go. Get, you know, a line of sight there on all the enemies, and it's I guess a quick and easy way, if you need to get down onto this part of the power position and fight back.